You're taking a tour of the deep rainforests of Central America. The tropical weather makes it the perfect breeding ground for exotic species of plants, animals, and insects. When you return home, you're covered in mosquito bites, but they won't heal. Turns out some of those exotic species have hitched a ride. It's a nest of botflies growing under your skin, using you for warmth, for protection, and for food. Your body's just become an incubator for insect larvae. How can you get them out? Do you A. Apply heat to the area? B. Spread a coat of petroleum jelly over the wounds? Or C. Spray insecticide over the affected area? It's the stuff of nightmares. How did this happen in the first place?
They thrive in very warm tropical climates. In the equatorial regions, you get a lot more sunshine during the year and during the day, and with a lot more insulation, it's generally going to be a lot warmer.
Kyle Elliot knows all too well. He's a biologist volunteering in the deepest jungles of Panama.
When I was there for about 3 months, I first realized that I had one of the mosquito bites, which was particularly itchy and wouldn't go away. And after a certain time, I could tell that there was actually something living inside there.
It's the larva of a botfly growing inside of him. It's not your ordinary bug. The botfly is a parasite and needs warm-blooded animals to hatch its larva. That's where you come in.
A botfly will lay eggs on an insect such as a mosquito or a tick. That insect will go and try to find another animal where it will take a blood meal.
That mosquito in turn bites the human, and during that bite drops off those embryos. Those embryos then, with the source of heat, migrate into the skin.
The larvae will live in the host. It will use the host to feed. It will use the host to stay warm. And also the host protects the larvae.
Think you're infected? You'll know for sure when that thing starts growing.
You would probably first notice a type of pimple-like lesion on your skin. Once the larva reaches a certain stage, it will eventually emerge from the skin. It will drop to the ground and it will pupate. After pupation occurs, then the adult fly will emerge.
Think one botfly in you is bad? Kyle's got more than that. A lot more.
It was bearable when there was only one inside of me, but at a certain point I had 36 inside of me, and then I was just uncomfortable all the time, and there was always one that was moving.
Would you know what to do if you became the hive to a horde of botflies? Applying heat might draw the larva deeper into your skin, and insecticides could be irritants or even poisonous to you. The method that works every time? B. Coat the area with petroleum jelly, then cover that with duct tape to seal the botfly's fate.
The easiest way to try to eradicate them from you is to deprive them of oxygen. That hole that they buried deep inside is what really their life source.
They have spiracles, which are basically breathing holes that lie flush to the surface of the skin, and they allow the insect to breathe. By covering the wound with petroleum jelly, you are actually blocking the insect's breathing tubes. The insect will essentially surface a little ways, which will make it easier for you to remove that insect with forceps.
It's a surefire solution. But did you get them all? True or false? Botfly larvae can live inside you for more than a month. It's true. But worse than that, they can incubate inside you for up to 3 months, and you might not know it. Kyle finds that out a couple weeks later.
I went up north to my job as a biologist in Arctic Canada, and I thought I got rid of all these botflies, got rid of all these parasites, there's nothing to worry about. But then, after probably a few days, I started getting the recurring pains in my back, and I realized, oh my God, they're still there. I had to turn to my friends and colleagues.
So Kyle here's got some botflies. You picked them up from Panama.
The new botfly larvae are suffocated in duct tape covered Vaseline. Now they're ready to come out.
Okay, it's time. Let's do this. It's really kind of painful, right? It's like popping a zit, but much more intense. I mean, it's a really big zit. So she got in there and she did it, but the relief after it's done is amazing.
botfly nightmare is over. At least for now. If you're traveling to the tropics of Central America and don't want to even start with this nasty breed of bug, remember, wear mosquito repellent. That's how a botfly infestation starts. Keep an eye on mosquito bites that don't go away in a few days. If you see the larva moving around under your skin, try the petroleum jelly and duct tape trick. Bottom line, you can relax. The botfly will eventually emerge on its own in 6 to 8 weeks. But with something like this inside you, do you really want to wait that long?
Oh my